you guys see, like, I know this wing is moving, I'm sorry. His hair is definitely turning red. Like, it's definitely turning red. That's why I love green on him. If this is not the perfect thing to wake up to in the morning, then I really don't know what is. You guys probably saw our what to expect, or our entire night with newborn twins or something that I just posted not that long ago. So you kind of see what our routine is at night and what that is. And then in the mornings, what we didn't show is that usually Emma wakes up right at about 7 o'clock. And so Justin goes out there with her and I stay in here, and he gives me about maybe 30-ish minutes to an hour, depending on when his school starts, to just get ready for the day, which is so nice. And I feel like I really need it because I just need to like either shower or just, I don't know, feed the boys. I just need like a little bit of time. So he always gets some one-on-one time with Emma, which I am really glad that they get that. And I get to stay in here for a little bit, get ready, get a shower, hang out with these two, and it's one of like my favorite parts of the day, honestly. But I've been noticing that like I don't have any clothes anymore, because all of my clothes that I've been wearing the last couple of months have been maternity clothes, and I got rid of a lot of clothes. I donated a lot of clothes, so I'm so excited because this morning I got a new order in the mail from ThreadUp, and I'm so excited to show you guys some of the things that I picked up. I haven't gotten like non-maternity clothes in a really long time, so I'm honestly so excited. If you haven't heard of ThreadUp, by the way, it is the world's largest online thrift store. They are amazing. I've shopped them for years now, and I've never been disappointed with my order. They have so many different options of brands, and you can get exactly what you want because you can narrow your search down to exactly what you're looking for. So I got a lot of things in the mail that I'm so excited to try on, and I'm just honestly really excited to not be in maternity clothes anymore. So I'm already wearing two of the things that I ordered from them. The first is this top from Brandy Melville, which is so stretchy and comfortable. This is estimated retail of $42, and I got it for $18.99. And then these shorts from American Eagle, I didn't have any summer shorts, so these are estimated retail of $20, and I got them for $11.99. They're super comfortable, and I've just kind of like tucked it in, so I'm probably honestly just gonna wear this all day because it's so comfortable. I love this. Before I forget, ThreadUp is offering a special discount on your next order. Just click the link in the description box below and you will reveal your offer. I have got more items that I ordered laid out here on the bed, by the way. These are some Old Navy active pants. I love the like mesh panel in them. These are originally estimated to be $20, and I got them for $10.99. These shorts from H&M were also estimated to be $20, and I got them for only $6.99, and I love them with this top. This is from Forever 21, and this was estimated to be $13.99, and I got it for only $6.99. So I thought these would actually go really, really well together. My favorite thing about them personally is that you can keep your sizes stored on the site, so that when you go to look, it only brings up clothing items that are your sizes that are stored on your profile, and then also that you can search by specific brand. So a lot of the times I'll search for Brandy Melville, American Eagle, Madewell, just some of the best brands that there are out there, and I love that you can narrow it down to look for those specific ones. So these are all like some of my favorite pieces that I've gotten so far, and I am so excited, if I have not mentioned, to just be wearing regular clothes that fit for the first time in 9 months. These boys just started making their hungry noises, so that means they're gonna wake up and need to eat. So I'm gonna do that, but make sure you guys check out ThreadUp in the description box below. There is a link and you can click that to get an amazing discount on your next order. So I'm gonna feed these boys. And thank you so much, ThreadUp, for sponsoring this video. I came in here to do some of Emma's laundry and put it away, so I brought the boys in, put them on a blanket, and then Emma actually laid on it, so I got her her own for her and her baby. That is what she wants to do. She wants to do everything that these two do. She wants to do with her baby, which is really cute, and I think it's really good for her. Are you going night-night? Okay, say night-night. Yep, night-night, baby. Give it a kiss. Give it. Oh, good. Say good night. I've been avoiding this, but I need to go through Emma's laundry basket take out the things that no longer fit her and put out stuff that has not been worn yet, even though I don't want to, but it needs to happen because she's growing so quickly. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I feel like she's growing super quickly. So I'm gonna go through this and then some of these buckets and see what still fits her and what doesn't. We've even got like swim diapers from last year that I know are way too small, so we'll save those for the boys. I just have a lot of stuff I need to go through. All right, we got all of the clothes that either don't fit her right now or will fit her in the next season. So that's all. I know, well, there's a lot of like hats and stuff and bows. Emma does not keep bows in her hair anymore.
There's a lot of old PJs that she had to.
Yeah, I need to get her some more PJs, but I got rid of a couple, not got rid of, but stored a couple away. And then I hung up all of her nice little tops right here, and I organized all of these. Next I need to go through some of these and figure out, I think I want to replace those bins with these plastic ones because these are way like more sturdy than those, and those are falling apart, they're fabric. So I'll do that next time. This one has like swimsuits and socks, some books and sleep sacks, so I think we're good in here for now. Oh, I also really want to get this framed. I've been saying that since we got it done at Disneyland.
I was just thinking, babe.
What?
Well, the whole problem was we couldn't find a frame that fit really well on that. I was saying we could probably make one if you wanted.
You can.
It would look a little better and it would be perfect size too.
Yeah, you can make one probably.
No, you can do it.
Oh, okay.
I'll cut and you can make it.
Yeah, okay. I want to get one of the boys when we are able to go to Disneyland someday, so they can each have their own like Disneyland caricature. I think it'd be cool. I think I'd want to get them separate ones so they each have their own when they get older instead of like one together, and they can each have their own hanging up. I think that'd be cool. Okay, this lady needs to get down for a nap, if you can't tell. She's a little hyped up and she needs to relax.
Can't believe that in what, 2-3 days these guys are gonna be 4 weeks old. Yeah, time just flies like crazy. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's insane.
This guy is zoned right now. Look at that grumpy face.
Hi, buddy.
He's like trying to stay awake.
I'm fighting it, huh?
He looks so mad.
Those eyebrows, you and your brother both do that eyebrow like curve right there. That's so funny.
He looks like a little old man.
This guy looks like he needs some snuggles here soon too. I don't think he wants to be laying by himself.
He scratched his nose pretty bad.
Yeah,
so he's got a little cut. He's got
this little, I don't know if you guys can see it, right there on his right nostril. Oh, watch your hand. I want to show everybody. I feel so bad for him.
I've cut his nails twice.
Yeah.
And they still, like, they just, I forget how quick newborn nails.
And they're sharp because they're thin, too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They're not thick, so that's easier to cut themselves.
Can I hold your brother? I love Asher in blue, and I love Ruben in green.
See, that's hard for me because when we were trying to figure out what towels we wanted to give them, their bath towels, I was like, blue and Ruben. So I gave Ruben blue, but now I'm like, wait, I feel like I have to switch it because you're right. I feel like Ruben just needs green.
The red. He's got the red in his hair, so it looks really good.
And you're right.
And
Asher's just got those blue, dark gray eyes. Hi, Bobo. Do you just need attention so bad?
Hi.
You just need it, huh?
Thank you. Thank you.
He's
He's
the
been
best.
adjusting okay.
Yeah,
I feel
he's
like
been
he had a
doing
harder time adjusting with the boys than he did when Emma came home, just because it was double.
Okay. Hi. Okay. Yes. Hi.
So today is, what is it, Tuesday? And on Thursday the boys are gonna be 4 weeks old, and on Friday they're gonna be a month old. So that means I'm almost 1 whole month postpartum, which is kind of crazy because it feels like it's flown by because we've been so tired and having so much fun with the boys and Emma, but I'm like shocked that I'm already like a month postpartum. But I've been getting so many DMs on Instagram, especially, where people are asking like how 1 month postpartum healing has gone as far as having a C-section, maybe a little bit about breastfeeding. So I thought I'd do a quick little update on what that's been like, because it's been very different than when I gave birth to Emma, and I wanted to share that also so that I can kind of remember what it was like, because it's such a weird time. So I feel like the biggest difference I've noticed postpartum 1 month compared to when I gave birth to Emma, she was a vaginal birth and I had a C-section this time, was recovery took a little bit longer than it did with Emma. I feel like by 1 week with Emma, I felt like almost completely healed and I was not having any issues, but I also didn't have a toddler at home and I wasn't doing, you know, as much as I am now because I have a 1-year-old and 2 newborns. So it's definitely been a longer healing process, but also it has not been terrible. I think the first week was the worst. The second week was kind of rough, and by the third week I felt like pretty normal. So the first week was the hardest because I had some spinal headaches and it was miserable. I decided to not get a blood patch. I talked to my doctor once on a vlog, actually, on the phone, and then another time after that because I was still getting them, and we considered me getting a blood patch, but I decided to just push through because I really didn't want to do that procedure and go back to the hospital. And I'm really glad I was able to push through it, but those headaches, I remember one I had at the pediatrician one day, I felt like I was seeing stars. Like I couldn't make it. I remember we had to leave like immediately after because I felt so terrible. Hey. And that was something that I never got with Emma. So that was something different. But once I got through that, I was already like feeling a lot better because of how terrible those spinal headaches were. I also noticed when I would do like too much that my scar on the right side in particular would hurt. Not like across the whole scar, which is weird, but like on one side. So I had to be more careful. The first time I noticed it, I was like, okay, that's like my body letting me know, like, don't push this, even if it was just walking around a little bit too much. So I didn't pick up Emma at all. It got better, a lot better, when I decided to just listen to my body and rest more. So there's that big change as well, because I didn't have a scar obviously with Emma, and I didn't bleed as much. I still like bled postpartum, but not nearly as much as I did when I gave birth vaginally both times. So it was a big difference with that as well, but kind of that was like the nice part about having a C-section. Sorry, the light just totally changed, is that the bleeding wasn't as severe, and I feel like the harder part was the physical recovery, but it's, you know, I'm already week 4 now. I stopped pain meds when I was maybe, I think, only like a week postpartum. Like I stopped them pretty quickly, which was really nice because I didn't want to get stuck on them, and I've been fine since then. I also wanted to touch on breastfeeding a little bit. So it's been going a lot better. I'm not gonna lie, the first week breastfeeding the boys was really hard because I was only tandem breastfeeding, or it might have even been 2 weeks. My timeline is a little fuzzy, but I was tandem feeding the boys to try and save time, as in not feeding one and then feeding the other, because otherwise I was worried that I was gonna be basically breastfeeding all day long. But I decided to stop because Asher was having a hard time regaining his birth weight, and I noticed that when I tandem fed them, he had a hard time staying latched and would pull off on accident, and then he'd have a harder time getting relatched, or he would just fall asleep when he fell off, and then I'd have to wake him up to reattach him, and that was really hard without making him mad. So we decided to feed one boy and then feed the other boy, and it honestly was not that big of a change for us. It was pretty easy. So I'm really glad we decided to do that now, and now to feed both of the boys takes about 30 minutes because they're both being much better eaters now. So the process is not really that long, 30 minutes to feed both of them is not terrible when Emma used to take 30 minutes to eat just by herself. So it's really not that terrible, and I'm glad we decided to do that because Asher hit his birth weight a lot quicker the next week when I stopped tandem feeding. I might try it again when they're a little bit older, but for now, I think that's what's working for us. We are still giving them formula 1 time a day, which was a choice that Justin and I made early on, and I'm really glad we decided to do that. It's a really bonding time for Justin as well to be able to bottle feed the boys once a day, and they love it, and it helps them get a good stretch of sleep in the beginning of the night. So I honestly have no regrets with that. We didn't introduce formula to Emma until she was 6 months old, and it was really hard, and so I'm glad that they can have formula once a day with Justin and I, each from a bottle, or we were used to top them off. We're not doing that anymore because I don't feel like they need it. So we're just giving them a bottle before bed so that Justin can participate in helping feed them, and that they're used to having a bottle because when I leave the house at times, I want to be able to feel confident that Justin can feed them without them freaking out that they are not able to breastfeed. And I really enjoy that time with Justin and me. We both, before we go to bed, get to give them a bottle together, and it's something that we've never gotten to do with Emma, so I really enjoy it. Justin really enjoys it, and it's been a really bonding time for us. I think I'm going to show you guys my C-section scar because a couple people asked, but a lot of people might not want to see that. So if you are not interested in seeing what a Swannie scar looks like, then you can skip ahead a little bit because I'm going to show it just to show what like 1 month postpartum my scar is looking like. Okay, first here's my stomach just postpartum in general. I did get some stretch marks with the boys, if you guys remember, and they're not as apparent as they were when I was actually pregnant. I don't know if they will fade. I also have just lines from my pants, but you can see them mostly right here. And this is 1 month postpartum. I still have like the line going down my stomach, and this is just about it. It's not really exciting. And then my scar is right down here, and I feel like it's looking really good. My surgeon did internal sutures, I think, or sutures, I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry, internal stitches, and it cleaned up really well. There's still some surgical like black tape on there that I need to clean off, but I've been really careful about cleaning that area and putting stuff on it that might irritate it, but I feel like it's looking really good. I'm really impressed by how he did, which I'm not surprised by because I loved my doctor the whole pregnancy. He was the same doctor I had when I was pregnant with Emma, so I trusted that he'd do a good job, but I'm really proud of how it looks 1 month, and I think it'll fade way more over time. I also do hope to be able to do a VBAC someday when we're ready to have more kids, because I really thought that the C-section recovery was a lot harder, like I said, and a lot more painful than my vaginal delivery and recovery, so I'm really hoping that I can have a VBAC in the future, especially now that my body has been able to go into labor on its own. That was really exciting, and I want to be able to do that with our next baby, so fingers crossed that that's a possibility for us. Daddy Pro, he's got both boys sitting in the swings, except for this guy can't hang. I don't know what's going on. He's having a rougher day.
This is the hardest thing to do, is getting a passy in a baby's mouth when the swing is going.
Oh, because it's moving? This guy's wide awake. He's just chilling in here. Emma used to love this swing, just like you, buddy. Do you guys see, like, I know the swing is moving, I'm sorry. His hair is definitely turning red. Like, it's definitely turning red. That's why I love green on him. I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna stay blonde, though. I think so.
Later that same evening.
This is definitely the hardest time of night for us, in case you were wondering. What time is it? Like 7:30, right after the girly goes to bed. Is usually
real fussy.
I think it's like, I don't know if it's the witching hour quite yet. I don't know if they're old enough for that quite yet. But this is their hardest time of night, and I don't know if maybe they're just getting to the age where they need to go to bed a little bit earlier, like than staying. We usually put them down by 9. But maybe like 7:30 or 8 is when they need to start going down. So we usually take turns with whoever's got the fussiest one. Which
but right now they're both
right now. They're both a little bit frustrated. Yeah. Asher was at first, and then Ruben. And we also try and keep them up for maybe like at least 20 minutes before we put them down for the night. And they don't want to stay up because they like to stay up during the night.
Yep.
So
they said, let us sleep. It's still daytime.
Oh, I know. We're so mad. But because of that, we're going to end this vlog here and try and get them calm before we put them down. put them down. We love our nighttime, like little bonding feeding time, like I said earlier. So we're hoping that they'll calm down a little bit, and we will talk to you guys again soon.
Good night, guys.
Bye. Okay, wait, before I end this, I wanted to remind you guys to check out ThreadUp in the description box below. Make sure you click on the link to reveal your special offer and let me know what you guys decide to get because I love them. And thank you. You can go now.